Rotterdam, midnight. Customs officers cut open sealed containers marked Made in China. Inside, chips worth billions, seized under an emergency Dutch order signed just hours earlier. By sunrise, Nexperia's Chinese CEO is out, a Dutch executive installed, and $10 billion in assets frozen under a Cold War law revived from the archives. Beijing erupts, accusing the Netherlands of theft. Washington applauds. And Europe, caught in the middle, wonders if this was national security or a $10 billion heist disguised as one. A sealed loading bay at Nexperia's Hamburg site is still stacked with reels of power diodes and ESD protectors, while purchase orders flicker red in automakers' dashboards. The stoppage began when The Hague took direct control of the Dutch chipmaker and Beijing responded by blocking its exports from China, a sequence confirmed by Dutch and Chinese statements in mid-October. The Dutch intervention rests on the Goods Availability Act, a Cold War-era statute that the Ministry of Economic Affairs used for the first time to prevent decisions deemed harmful to national and European economic security. The ministry said the order was signed on September 30th and announced publicly in October. WingTech Technology, Nexperia's Shanghai-listed parent, saw its shares slump about 10% after the announcement, and Dutch officials made clear they could block or reverse company decisions while routine production in Europe continued. China's Commerce Ministry condemned the takeover as an abuse of national security justifications and said the step had seriously affected global supply chain stability. The warning was issued as European car makers began contingency planning for part shortages. Reuters reported that more than 70% of Nexperia's chips are manufactured in Europe, but shipped to Dongguan for packaging, a logistics pattern that magnifies the impact of China's export bloc because assembly is concentrated in that city. Germany's Auto Association VDA cautioned that production restrictions could arrive quickly if Nexperia deliveries do not resume, and the German Economy Ministry scheduled calls with car makers and suppliers to assess risk exposure. Vincent Karamanz, the Dutch economy minister, said he had spoken with Commerce Minister Wang Wentao to seek a solution, but the two sides reported no breakthrough while reiterating their positions on national security and supply chain continuity. Nexperia produces so-called mature, high-volume components, rectifiers, logic, power MOSFETs, used in engine control units, battery management systems, chargers, and consumer devices. They are not cutting-edge nodes, but they are ubiquitous, and substitution is slow at automotive scale. Court filings and government statements indicate the Dutch order also suspended the Chinese chairman's role at the company and empowered an independent non-Chinese board member with decisive voting authority, an arrangement designed to prevent what The Hague described as harmful governance decisions. Bloomberg reported that Washington had pressured The Hague for months, warning that Nexperia risked being swept into United States sanctions unless it replaced its Chinese chief executive. The Dutch move followed that ultimatum and triggered immediate political blowback from Beijing. The financial stakes extend beyond governance. Nexperia's own 2024 report showed roughly $2 billion of revenue and continued profitability, and Reuters added that net profit reached about $331 million last year, making the unit one of WingTech's prime cash generators. Because automotive qualification cycles run for years, and many control modules are validated around specific drop-in parts, OEMs cannot rapidly re-engineer harnesses or boards to alternative vendors without recertification. That engineering and homologation lag is why VDA flagged a risk of near-term stoppages. The Dutch justification frames the action as ensuring access to goods produced by Nexperia in emergencies, with authorities asserting powers to nullify transactions or transfers that might imperil continuity. The text of the announcement anchors the rationale in supply assurance rather than export control. China's countermeasure has immediate operational teeth with packaging and final tests concentrated in Dongguan. A China-specific export block strands European-made wafers at the back end of the chain, leaving inbound automotive logistics without finished parts even if front-end fabrication continues. Bloomberg's coverage quoted unnamed industry sources warning that ripple effects could be felt within a week at Tier 1 suppliers and across the sector within 2 to 3 weeks if stockpiles are thin, an assessment now echoed by German trade groups urging a fast, negotiated reset. WingTech's equity decline reflects both immediate profit risks and the possibility of forced structural changes. Investors priced in the chance that The Hague could unwind internal decisions or block asset movements, undermining the parent's control and prospective cash upstreaming. The underlying ownership history fuels the current dispute's symbolism. Nexperia was spun out of NXP's Standard Products unit and later acquired by WingTech. Policymakers in Europe have since scrutinized Chinese control over components embedded across cars, industry equipment, and consumer devices. Karaman's has emphasized mutual dependence, noting that Chinese manufacturers also need Nexperia's parts and that both sides have incentives to stabilize flows. His remarks were made as he prepared further meetings with Chinese counterparts. Automakers face a double bind: United States restrictions on China-linked supply chains narrow sourcing options, while China's retaliation can lock up packaging and test capacity. Reuters described the standoff as compounding tariff and raw materials pressures already hitting European manufacturers. The Dutch move is legally distinct from an expropriation. Authorities say production can continue and ownership has not been transferred, but the state has assumed decision override powers to prevent technology transfers or asset shifts it views as risky to economic security. Operationally, that means purchase approvals, licensing, and shipments can be constrained by administrative review, and any attempt to relocate intellectual property or production tooling would trigger scrutiny under the Act. The immediate outcome is a management freeze in areas touching export risk. Government of the Netherlands. Bloomberg separately reported that Nexperia accused its ousted chief executive of spreading falsehoods about independent operations in China after his suspension under Dutch court orders, highlighting internal fracture lines that could complicate any settlement. At the same time, Reuters noted that Nexperia's China unit told staff it would follow internal directives and pay salaries locally, signaling a desire to ring-fence mainland operations while legal and diplomatic talks continue in Europe. For OEMs and Tier 1s, the inventory math is, well, pretty unforgiving. Even if each vehicle uses hundreds of mature chips rather than just a handful of advanced processors, a single missing surge protector or rectifier can actually halt an assembly line. That trivial but essential profile is exactly why governments describe continuity as a security matter. Financial Times coverage, framed Washington's pressure as pivotal, citing documents that the United States made delisting from export restrictions contingent on replacing the Chinese CEO. The Dutch action followed with emergency powers and court-mandated governance changes. The legal instrument The Hague invoked is different from the EU's foreign direct investment screening, which usually scrutinizes acquisitions. In this case, the state stepped inside an existing company to control decisions, a novelty that will likely be tested in Dutch courts if WingTech challenges the scope or duration. China's ministry has paired its rhetoric with targeted enforcement by blocking shipments, a calibrated step that applies pressure without sweeping sanctions across unrelated firms. The measure directly pinches European car output timelines. On the revenue side, Nexperia said in May that 2024 sales totaled roughly $2.06 billion, with market share rising in its defined segments. That momentum is now hostage to political negotiation rather than order books alone. WingTech's 2018 acquisition price for Nexperia was reported at about $3.63 billion, a figure that helps frame the financial gravity of any long-term loss of control. It also explains why both Beijing and the parent company have reacted forcefully. Dutch officials argue that by constraining governance rather than seizing ownership, they preserve supply for Europe while preventing intellectual property drift to a sanctioned parent. The policy bet here is that narrowly tailored control will be politically defensible and, economically stabilizing. Reuters added that U.S. rules extending entity list restrictions to majority-owned subsidiaries heighten the risk that Nexperia would be captured by sanctions, a backdrop that, honestly, amplified urgency in The Hague. Automotive procurement teams are mapping replacements, but second source validation for safety-critical modules typically requires new testing cycles and supplier audits. Those cycles are measured in months, not days, which is why the VDA warned about near-term output cuts. The longer the standoff persists, the greater the financing strain on upstream suppliers reliant on predictable purchase orders. A few weeks of interruption can cascade into covenant pressure for smaller Tier 2 firms that sell into Nexperia's packaged parts ecosystem. From Beijing's perspective, targeted retaliation establishes leverage without committing to across-the-board bans. By focusing on a company whose wafers are often European but whose finishing sits in China, policymakers can apply pressure at the most sensitive choke point. From The Hague's perspective, the Act's deployment signals to domestic voters and European partners that the state can intervene to secure supplies during geopolitical stress. It also creates a template other EU governments may examine for their own critical components. Karaman's outreach underscores that a negotiated corridor, limited shipments under monitoring, escrow for sensitive IP, or a court-appointed governance trustee remains conceivable. His public comments framed the relationship as mutually dependent and urged a solution acceptable to both sides. Bloomberg's reporting that EU carmakers could feel disruption within days aligns with the procurement math and packaging geography, a timeline that has pushed ministries in Berlin and The Hague to convene industry calls. If the dispute drags into winter, the risk shifts from line stoppages to model-specific output reshuffles, as OEMs prioritize builds with parts on hand and delay trim packages that require constrained components. That reallocation dynamic played out during the 2021 chip shortage and would likely recur. Nexperia's official May update emphasized rising share in its markets and investment in power semiconductors, including European capacity. Those plans now intersect with state control mechanisms, making capital deployment contingent on regulatory approvals. The open questions will determine whether this becomes a brief scare or a structural divorce. Will The Hague limit the order's duration and scope? Will Beijing trade export clearances for governance guarantees? And will Washington accept any arrangement that leaves a Chinese parent atop a critical European supplier? Four numbers now define the risk window for Europe's assembly lines. More than $2 billion of annual Nexperia revenue in 2024, over 70% of output relying on packaging in China, a German industry warning of disruption within days, and a 10% drop in the parent's market value when the order hit. If a single packaged rectifier holds up thousands of vehicles, the path forward narrows to one outcome that is as technical as it is political. A customs-cleared corridor with audit rights on governance and intellectual property, or a winter of idled bays in Wolfsburg and Dingolfing that will show up first not in headlines, but in the silent gaps on dealer lots. We're glad you're enjoying this video. Please like and subscribe. And hey, check out another video that is now on your screen.